I am Kim. I am one of the Yoga for Change instructors, and I'm here just to get your body a little bit uncrunched after sitting all day. So we're actually going to start standing. So we're going to start with our feet just a little bit more than hip distance apart, and we're going to plant our feet really deep into the earth. I don't have socks or shoes on, but that's okay. You can have socks and shoes on if you feel better that way. Your feet feel more comfortable that way, or if you're in a location where you can't take your socks or shoes off, all good. You'll still get the same benefits. So regardless if you have socks or shoes on, we're going to lift our toes. Lift your toes, plant the four corners of your feet into the earth and engage your legs. And then one by one, slowly drop your toes back down, grounding your legs deep into the earth. Feel your legs engage by energizing them in between. Feeling the energy draw together and then up your legs. Feeling your legs engage. Feel your tailbone tucked under and your core engaged. And then roll your shoulders down your back. Feeling the length of your spine behind you. Growing all the way up your neck and into the top of your head. Now that you have found this amazing, strong mountain posture, gently release your legs. Let your knees become a little bit loose. And we're going to start to wiggle. So you're just going to wiggle your body, keeping those feet planted. Wiggle. No one's looking. We're just going to sit here and wiggle. Get the blood moving a little bit. Wiggle your arms. Maybe you draw your arms up. Swinging around. Allow your body to just become loose, getting the blood moving. Sitting down. Allow yourself to wiggle, getting everything moving through your body. Remembering to breathe, laughing. Feeling the side of your body opening up as you're wiggling around. We'll be just doing this together for a couple more minutes. Not really. Just get that blood moving after sitting all day and not really moving. Just crunching down. Coming back to stillness, bounce back up. Draw those feet in about hip distance apart now. Right underneath the bones of your hip, or you can drop down in 2 fists worth. And then as you come up into your mountain, plant those feet down again. Roll those shoulders down your back, finding that mountain posture that we had before. Feel the energy moving through your body for moving it around a little bit. And now we're going to flick your fingers like there's water on them. Flick your wrists. Begin to inhale those arms up overhead. Exhaling them back down. Flicking your arms completely, flicking your fingers. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Release the hands. Inhale those hands up overhead. Take your thumb and your index finger and wrap them around your left wrist. Inhale and lengthen. And on your exhale, root down into those feet. Tuck that tailbone, engage the core. And begin to lean over like a half moon towards the right side. Lengthening that left side. Maybe your gaze goes up towards the ceiling, if that feels good in your neck. Rooting those feet down. Bring that left hip a little bit further out as you lengthen, creating space between those ribs and those hips. And then inhale, back up to center. Switch wrists. Bring your left fingers around your right wrist. Inhale and lengthen. Root those feet down. Exhale, begin to pop out that right hip. Look up to the right, that right armpit if it feels good. Really opening up as you press down into those feet. Press down into your feet Inhale, lengthen, create more space between your right ribs, right hip. And then inhale, come all the way back to center. Exhale those hands down. And if you're not already there, step to the front of your mat. Stepping to the front of your mat, you're going to begin with some morning breath. So again, rooting those feet into the earth. Roll the shoulders down. Tuck the tailbone, engage your core. Inhale, your hands up overhead. Maybe your hands draw together, maybe not. Exhale, fold forward. Bend those knees a lot. Make sure you're not in the way of any furniture. Bend your knees. And here we're going to take a ragdoll. Since this is our first forward fold, take a ragdoll, take opposite elbows and sway side to side. Rooting your feet in, releasing that lower back. Shaking your head no to anything that you no longer need to carry with you. Yes to this practice. Yes to your body. Yes to this day. Yes to anything else you want to draw in. Coming back to stillness. Inhale and roll one vertebrae at a time all the way back up. Inhale those hands up overhead. Bringing them together maybe at the top again. And exhale your hands to your heart center. Pausing here. Feeling your heart beneath your thumbs. Rolling your shoulders down your back. Feeling your heart beating. Pausing here. Checking in with your body all the way from the crown of your head down to your feet. Where are you still holding? Where are you still crunchy from sitting? Can you breathe into that? Can you release that a little bit more? Inhale your hands up overhead again. Maybe the hands come together or starting to get closer. Exhale, fold forward. This time, inhale halfway lift. Pressing your hands into your shin, your thighs. Growing the crown of your head forward, tailbone reaching back, shoulders rolling back. Exhale, fold. Root the feet down, inhale and rise up all the way. Hands together. Exhale them to your heart center. Pausing. Remembering to breathe as we move through all of these postures. One more just like that. Inhale. Hands up overhead. Exhale, folding, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rooting those feet into the earth. Inhale and rise all the way up, collecting all that energy. And exhaling it right to your heart center. Pausing here for just 2 breaths before we move into our next stage. Inhaling deep through the nose. Exhale with a sigh out the mouth. Letting go. Again, inhale those hands up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, root those hands into the earth and step your left leg back. Drop that knee if you need to. Step your right leg back. And slowly lowering all the way down to your belly. Hands underneath your shoulders. Legs reaching back. Inhale into that baby cobra. Rolling the shoulders down. Crown of the head reaching. Tailbone reaching back. Breathing into that back body. Take one more breath here. Exhale, lower down. Coming through tabletop position. Tuck your toes and find your first down dog. In this down dog, come up onto your tippy toes and then start to press your tailbone high to the sky and lowering your heels down. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. And walk out this down dog. Bend your right leg. Straighten your right leg. Bend your left leg. Straighten your left leg. Maybe bending both knees if that feels good in your lower back or in your body at all. Take one more breath here. Looking forward, tiptoeing all the way to the front of your mat. Root those feet into the earth and inhale and rise up. Exhale those hands to your heart center. Pausing here, noticing your body, noticing the energy flowing through your body. Where is it getting stuck? Can you breathe into that area a little bit more? We're going to do 2 more just like that. Inhale, hands up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands into the earth. Step your left leg back. Drop that knee if you need to. Right leg back, sorry. Drop the knee. Left leg back. Lower all the way down to your belly. Hands up underneath those shoulders. Inhale and rise up to that baby cobra. Maybe it's a little bit deeper this time. Exhale, come down. Coming through tabletop. Find your down dog again. Bending one knee. Bending the other. Taking 2 more deep inhales. Exhaling out the mouth anytime you need to release heat or tension. Or you just want to sigh. I'm very known to be a sigher out in the world. Tiptoe to the front of your mat. Last one like that. Root those feet into the earth. Inhale, rise up. Bring those hands to your heart center. Take a pause. Inhale, reach those arms. This time take a baby back bend. It feels good in your body. Now that you're warmed up a little bit more, exhale, fold over those legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root your hands into the earth, stepping your left leg back, right leg back, lowering all the way down to your belly. Root those hands underneath your shoulders and inhale and rise up. Coming through tabletop, find that down dog. Walking it out if you need to. And from here, we're just going to drop to your knees. Drop down to your knees and come into hero's posture. So coming back onto your heels. I do have a blanket folded up that I'm going to place in between my legs. If you have a yoga block, that works great. Also, a book, that can work. So coming back into hero's posture. Roll the shoulders down the back. Press your hands into your thighs and press them away. So you're getting into that hip crease a little bit. Remembering to breathe and noticing any heat that's building, any tension. Trying to relax in that area. Take 2 more breaths in this hero's posture. Maybe closing your eyes and turning your attention inward. and up onto tabletop for just a moment. We're going to tuck our toes in the broken toe. So sitting back into hero's posture again, but this time our toes are going to be tucked under us. So getting into our feet. We sometimes forget about our feet. Really expanding our feet. I actually, since I have no shoes or socks on, have to then bring my pinky toe. It likes to just hang out, and I like to bring it underneath also. So coming into broken toe and sitting back on your heels. This is quite intense. Maybe it's not for you. I know it's intense for me. So breathing here. We're going to take 3 more breaths here. Concentrate on your breath. Smile. Last one. Coming onto your hands. We're just going to tap out our feet a little bit. Removing any props that you might have used. Swing those feet around. We're going to bring the soles of your feet together. Bring the soles of your feet together. Press them in. And find what's comfortable for you. Are your feet closer to your body or a little bit further away? Find what feels good for your body. Coming just about your edge. There's a fine line between too much and pain, sensation, and just hanging out. Go ahead and grab your toe mound and press it in together, feeling the sensation of your feet being grounded against one another. And maybe here you butterfly your legs a little bit. Rooting your tailbone into the earth, grow your spine long, roll the shoulders down your back. Options are to stay here, or you can begin to hinge forward. Hinging forward, you can bring your hands around your toes, still keeping them grounded, and then pulling your heart forward. And noticing where there's sensation. And noticing if there's sensation. Are you just hanging out? Or are you in pain and you need to back out? Honor your body. Every day is different. So honor where you are today. Inhale deep through the nose. Exhale deep through the nose. Inhale and begin to slowly rise back up if you had hinged over. Slowly begin to bring your knees back in. Help those knees come back. And bring your legs about mat width apart. Come back onto the back of your hand, onto the palm of your hands, and windshield wiper your legs side to side. So another area that we like to dump into when we are sitting all day is our back. Imagine when you're sitting in a chair, even if you're sitting on the couch or the floor like I am right now, you're still rounding your back, unless you're very conscious of it and you are sitting up straight. We like to round. So we're going to try to counter that right now. So the first thing we're going to do is come into supported bridge. So we have our blanket. You find the height of your blanket that feels comfortable for you. And actually, I'm going to fold mine a little bit different for this posture. A book works, a yoga block works, couple books, pressing your feet into the floor, bringing them close to your bottom, rolling back onto your back. Press your feet into the earth, and then bring your prop right underneath your tailbone, right about at your hips. And then slowly lower down. Keeping your legs hip distance apart here. And adjusting where you need to. I'm going to make the blanket a little higher. So I really feel my spine starting to come back into my body. Honor where you are today. Arms can be alongside your body with palms facing up, or you can have one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Listening to your breath and turning your attention inward. Take 5 more breaths here. Last 2 breaths in this posture. Coming out of this posture, you're going to press your feet into the earth. You're going to raise your hips up, remove any props you have, and roll one vertebrae down at a time. Giving yourself a nice little back massage as you lower all the way back down with control. So we'll move into legs up the wall. You can bring the prop back to where you had it. And literally just allow your legs to be above your head, above your heart. Other options is, like it's called, legs up the wall, using a wall as your prop. We're going to be here for 5 more breaths, so find what feels good in your body. We can really allow your legs to be above your head, above your heart. We don't let them be there very often, especially if we're sitting for long periods of time. Feel the energy in your body. Allow your shoulders to relax. Last one here. Lower those legs back down. Press your feet into the earth and remove any props you have again. Rolling over to one side. Pausing there. And then pressing up. So we're going to come into supported fish. So with supported fish, your blanket, you want to roll it at a good height for you that you'll be able to lay over it. So your body's going to lay over it. So I'm going to bring this right to the base of my spine. And then I'm going to begin to slowly roll over my blanket. My head is gently supported by my blanket. Legs can be long. Or you can bring them back to that butterfly feeling if that feels good in your body. Legs long. Once again, you can bring your hand to your belly, to your heart, drawing that energy inwards to yourself. Allowing your heart to lift, your throat to open. I jokingly call this posture the Care Bear posture also, because we have our energy coming from our hearts, allowing our hearts to shine. This posture also allows you to take up all the space that you need. We have a tendency to take up little space instead of lots of space. And we're allowed to take up as much space as we need. So take up as much space as you need here. Allowing your heart to really shine, allowing that throat to open so you can speak clearly. If arms are alongside your body, have your palms up so your shoulders open up even that much more. Take 3 more breaths here in this posture. Rolling over onto your favorite side. Oh, so carefully. Using your arm to support you. Remove your prop. Pause here. And then roll back over onto your back. Allow your arms to be long, your legs to be long. Setting up for your final rest of this yoga practice. Allow your shoulders to relax into the mat. Allow your right arm to grow heavy, supported by the floor, the earth. Allow your left arm to be heavy. Your rib cage, your hips. Allow your right leg to be heavy. Allow your left leg to be heavy. Allow your feet to just fall to one side or the other. Allow the earth to support you. You don't need to levitate. Allow yourself to be completely supported, taking up all the space you need. Allow your breath to flow back to a natural rhythm. No control. If your mind wanders, hold those thoughts in your palm for later. Give yourself this time you deserve. As you begin to wake back up, begin to deepen your breath. Fill in your belly, your ribs, the top of your lungs. Open your mouth and let out a sigh. Slowly begin to move your toes, your fingers, turning your head side to side, reaching your arms up overhead, taking a nice morning stretch as your arms reach in one direction and your legs reach in the opposite direction. Once again, creating that space. And exhaling, coming into a little ball, bringing your knees into your chest, giving yourself a little back massage. And finding yourself again on your favorite side. Using your arm as an arm or a headrest. And pressing up to an easy seat. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Enjoy the rest of your day.